Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this reading, we are going to see what your soul characteristics are. So each soul has a particular, path that it wants to take, and it has particular characteristics that it has built over eons of time. Like, they pass through the uh, mineral kingdom, then through the plant kingdom, then through the animal kingdom, and then finally the human, kingdom, I would say. So as each soul progresses along from the mineral to the plant to the animal to the human, it has certain characteristics that it kind of absorbs and integrates within its being. So for example, someone who has a green thumb, that person has that person or that soul maybe has integrated that from when that soul was a plant. So that means we have multiple characteristics that are not born of this human body, but that might have come from even before that. So in this reading, we're going to see like what characteristics is your soul defined by, and maybe we can get some guidance as to what should you kind of do in order to align best with those characteristics. All right, so this is going to be a very, very interesting reading. I have prepared three piles for you: pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. So you can select whichever pile you want. You can look at all three. Always remember that the soul is not bound by one particular path. It can be multiple things at one time, right? So if you're drawn to all three pile and you want to really see like what characteristics a soul might have, and you might resonate with that, you can watch all the three piles. I will provide the link to each of these readings in the description box below, so you can start with whatever attracts you the most, and then you can see whatever else if you're drawn to. Please go ahead and watch that. Again, this is a generic reading. This is a collective reading. So take what resonates. Do not try to fit in. All right. So that is something that, you have to discern when you're watching any tarot reading, essentially. So, and I have prepared three different piles also: pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. And in fact, the reading that I was going to do was a bit different. The title and maybe the direction would have been a bit different, but as I meditated, like right before I started recording, what I got was bring out the soul characteristics of each group. So I was like, wow, let's go with that. So again, pile number one with this card, pile number two, and pile number three. And I will see you in your pile. Hi, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. So as I was talking about this reading in the introduction section, we are going to see what characteristics of your soul come through in this particular reading. Again, this is a collective reading. Do not try to fit in all of them. If you do, that is awesome. It means the reading really resonated with you, but only take what resonates with you. All right? Don't try to fit in. So you were drawn to this particular beautiful card, and this is like an aura card. So we're going to flip over and we're going to read as well what it says. So that will kind of give us the general vibe of who yours or what your soul is. All right. And this is the tarot deck I'm going to use for you. So we'll also kind of, select a few cards as we go along. We'll see how the reading progresses. And I have a lot of oracle cards as well here. So let's see. We're going to start with your main card, and then we'll take some tarot cards, and then we'll continue. So you were drawn to this beautiful, I'm just seeing kind of an angelic, being right here. And the card itself is giving me a vibe that, you are multifaceted. You're not, you don't like being stuck or kind of being typecast as one. You can do multiple things at one point in time. And it says the moon. The moon sign represents the person deep within. This is the hidden side. It is closely guarded and often a secret to others. The moon sign is the subconscious self, the reactionary part of a person. This is where the dreams and intuition live. Partnerships and relationship often form from this part of personality. Emotional needs and values are most aligned with the moon sign. The moon sign that rules the feelings, heart, and soul within. Oh my God. That is why I just felt that you are like a kind of an angelic being, you know. You don't want to do one thing at one time. You want to do multiple things at one time. So I'll keep this card right here. Okay, yeah, we can see it. So I want to start with the oracle cards first, and then I'll pull in the tarot cards as in, we go along. So what are the characteristics of your soul, right? The founder, foundations, community. Wow, you are the builder. I'm being drawn to the sun. You are the builder. Maybe you come from a family of, star seeds, which kind of are the architects of the society. I think Octorians are the ones who are like the architects. If I'm not mistaken, I might be. But you have that, that you might be very good with maths. You might be, if you're not good with maths, you might be very good with, drawings, with paintings, with bringing abstracts concepts into life, So even a painting for that matter, even it exists in someone's mind, and when you draw, that's when it comes into reality. So for you, I'm feeling that you bring abstract concepts into reality. This can be you can be drawn to architecture, you can be drawn to watching beautiful buildings, different types of nature arcs. Like, you're more concerned with how the foundations of things are built, right? So if, for example, you go to a trail, like if you go up the mountains and you go to a trail, you'll look at the beauty, yes, but you'll also be like, how did they build this trail, so those kind of questions do come up. So this is just, and always remember, this is just one part of your soul. This is not your entire soul. This is just one characteristic. Remember, we have been part of the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, and then we are human. So this is like what? This is like the rat, or yeah, this is kind of a rat with the hammer and the sword. So maybe you like the collective, you like being part of a group, and you like building stuff, and you like building projects and things like that. You like working in a group, essentially. Group number one, pile number one. All right, so now we're going to see, like, these are the major archetypes, what are kind of associated with your soul in this lifetime, in this human lifetime that you have right now. All right, and this one will be the galactic part, like before this, what happened. So we have the number 9, which is the hermit card. Yes, you might sound off like a loner, someone who does not like talking much, but you have very, very deep thoughts. You are part of a social group. Remember, you are part of a social group, but you are the one who's like quietly sitting and watching everyone speak. So you are that type of a person, because the ideas which come to you, they come to you when you are in solitude. When you are alone with yourself, then you can come up with these amazing, beautiful ideas. So that's the energy of the hermit. You might be very good in communication, and you might kind of, because the hermit is ruled by the Mars, I think. Yeah, Mars. Mercury, sorry, Mercury, not Mars. This is Mercury in, I think this is Scorpio, I think. Yeah. You have practical problem solving skills. You have a strong work ethic and discipline. If you do not, then maybe you need to develop some healthy habits and routines. So one is the hermit. Hermit card itself is like introspection and wisdom. The quiet contemplation is when you actually come up with the ideas, and this goes so well with the moon card, because the moon talks about the feelings, the heart, and the soul within, and that can only come out if you are quiet. So this is so beautiful. Wow. Pile number 1, you have like a wonderful energy. The architects of the universe. That's what I'm hearing. The architects of the universe. And you have the martyr. Self-sacrifice and self-reflection. So you have, this is the hanged man. This is, the ruler of the hanged man is the planet Neptune. Neptune talks about dreams, talks about spirituality, talks about compassion and universal love. So, pile number one, your soul integrations, your soul characteristics are that of a compassionate being, a compassionate soul who wants to integrate things for the greater good, wants to build things for the greater good, wants to create, construct things for the greater good. And how you do that is when you are in quiet contemplation. That's when the wisdom that your soul has accumulated for all these years, it comes to the surface. So if at times, anytime you are stuck and you feel that ideas are not coming through, this would be a very good practice for you. Just quiet your mind, silence yourself, silence your monkey mind for some time, and you'll see the beautiful ideas which will come through. Because the hangman is ruled by Neptune, and the Neptune card itself is like what? Neptune is, uh, it has a deep spiritual, connection. And it can also, you might be a Pisces. Again, a water sign is coming through. So you have excellent communication skills, but again, deep introspection. And you are willing to give up your personal, dreams for the collective good. So, for example, they're like, we want you to do this, but you're like, I'm doing this, my project. So they'll say, oh, but this is important because, this is going to help these many people. That's the only thing they need to hook you on. So you'll just kind of, do that. Let's see what other characteristics of your soul for this lifetime, right? Okay. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yes. I mean, this is what I've been saying. We got the hermit and we got the hangman. So this has to come. And your third eye is very, very well developed. Your intuition is very well developed. Definitely you might be Pisces. Some of you might be Pisces because Pisceans have this innate ability of, they have this innate intuitive ability, which is very strong. And you vibrate at the root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. So yes, your soul at this point in time is vibrating at the root chakra level, meaning that you are finding your bearings on this earth. You're finding that, yes, I need to connect with everything that is here on this planet Earth. So this is what your soul is kind of, what the soul characteristics are for this particular lifetime. Now let's go back. These 4 cards will show us the galactic heritages, meaning like where else has your soul, taken birth, for a lack of a better word, like which part, which galaxies, or which star beings, or which star seeds, which star families, which universes do you belong to. So these 4 cards are going to show that to us. So let's see. You got the Orion, single-minded focus. Yes, Orion, you have been part of the Orion collective, and it talks about the past. That's why the focus, you see, the founder, when you're building something, you need to have that focus. Maybe you are extremely focused people. So you have single-minded focus, Orion, coming full circle, serious. Yes, the serious. So you're part, you've incarnated in the Orion collective. You've incarnated in the Sirius collective. You're part of Lyra, and says courageousness. So you see the characteristics: single-minded focus, coming full circle, learning things and applying them, courageousness, Lyra or Lyra, and Pleiadian, sharing cultural ideas. See, I was just talking about the group thing, That's why the group thing was coming very strong. The martyr and the trust. The martyr itself talks about giving yourself up for the greater good. And Pleiadians are essentially known for that. Pleiadians are the teachers, the healers, the ones who are good at talking, good with children. So you have, these are the 4 galactic heritages where you come from, where you've already incarnated. And now, then you decided that, all right, I'm done with this. Now let me go to the earth. Let me start with the mineral kingdom, and then I'm going to move up. So when you moved up the mineral kingdom, so you are here at this point in time. But you've been part of Orion, Sirius, Lyra, and Pleiadian. star systems. All right. So now let's see additional messages for you. And this is again characteristics of your soul. Remember that. Crystal skull wisdom. Clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. The Pleiadian and the Lyra. Both of them are giving me this. Because these are the clarity and the divine healing. Pleiadians are like very good healers. So this is part of who you are. So if don't be surprised if people come to you and they talk to you, then like, yeah, I feel good after talking to you. That's the energy that you kind of radiate. That's who you are. I am presence. Wow. Light body activation, accessing the divine within. Pile number 1, you have a very, very strong connection to the source. This is coming full circle. I'm being drawn to this, the serious energy. I am presence is one of the most powerful, statements ever made. Meaning that you are channeling the divine through you. And if you let yourself be, if you don't stand in your way, the divine really wants to channel through you. Whatever creations that you create, it's not your mind that is creating. Remember that. It's not your mind which is creating these creations, but it is the divine that is channeling whatever you want to call it, the energy through you to create something into physical manifestation. Wow. That's why the founder and the community. Remember, foundations and the community. Yeah, that's why this is there. Blueprint for 5D humanity. Remember your gifts and power. You have come with so much intelligence, pile number 1. And maybe some of you are also ready right now vibrating at a 5D level. So it's like the world might be going, crazy around you. You don't kind of worry much about that. Not that you're not empathetic. You are highly empathetic. Maybe that causes issues for you as well. But you are a healer. And you are leading the 5D humanity blueprint. Earth, as we know, is moving into a higher vibration. So you are part of those beings which are kind of the anchors. I'm seeing like a crystal grid around the earth. Yeah, that's the crystal skull wisdom. Yeah, that's why I felt this energy. The crystal grid around the earth is, and you are one of those people who are anchoring that energy into the earth to help it move. Wow, you are already at a very, very high level, pile number 1. You are vibrating at a very, very high level. Now let's see some messages from the Lemurians. That's another. See, you did not get that, but maybe you were part of it. Let's see what they have to say. I am loved. I am loved. Throat chakra. Yes, this is the beautiful healer energy in you. When you love you love yourself. So when people talk to you, they sense that beautiful energy come through. So this is how you kind of live. And you got the number 66 2 times. 6666. Played in sharing cultural ideals. And I am loved, I am love. Throat chakra. Use your throat off. Start talking to people. Because people love hearing your voice. That helps them kind of, sometimes, when we listen to any piece of music, that, brings tears to our eyes. It's just music. It's not even lyrics, like maybe a beautiful piece of piano. What happens? Our soul resonates at that level. So when you talk, the vibration of your voice helps people heal something within them. So that's why they're asking, share cultural ideals and say, I am loved, I am loved. Share that beautiful love that you have for yourself with others as well. Help them love themselves. That's the community. You are laying, not at first initially I thought this was just like the buildings and the structure, but now I think the sense I'm getting after seeing all this, and it just came to me that you are laying foundations for a community that is vibrating at the 5D level. This is your soul blueprint. This is the characteristic of your soul. You have done this for multiple, galactical, beings. So you are repeating yourself. It's nothing that you don't know already. So your soul exactly knows how to set the things right and set the blueprint right so that the earth may evolve. So that's what your soul is. That's why the founder, you are those foundations. Wow, pile number one. Are you powerful? And we got gracious receptivity. Yes. Help is on the way. Your you will be meeting souls like yourself, and together you are going to help the earth kind of move up. So that's what's happening. This point in time, the chaos that we're seeing right now, it's always like it's always the darkest before dawn. So the dark times are here, but dawn is really there. It's coming, and you are part of that group. Do you see the purple, the purple, the purple? You and even this is purple, and even this has like purple and yellow. So you are part of that group, which is going to bring that on this earth. Creative intelligence, yes. This is such a beautiful card. You are this creative intelligence, pile number one. You are courageous. You know how to, build things. You have this beautiful single-minded focus, which helps you. And remember I said that, when you create something, it's not you who's creating. It's the creative intelligence. You channel that through you. You have been able to channel that through you. That is why you always come up with things which are like, and people are like, oh my God, look at what pile number one has done. So that's the kind of energy you are. A very, very, I'm feeling like, this quiet strength about you. Star children, no veils, psychic, different, cosmic interpretation, and light. Yes. See, you are a star child. Absolutely. And this point in time, maybe you have developed so much pile number one that you are able to see beyond the veil. Meaning you are able to see what people are projecting, what they truly are. You are able to discern that, what they truly are and what they are projecting. So that is another ability which is coming up. Gracious receptivity. Open yourself up. Your soul wants, that is part of it. It has already integrated that. But remember, quiet your mind in order to let this come through. You have that creative intelligence within you. It's part of your soul blueprint. Psychic, different cosmic. You might be different from the rest of your family. That is fine. That is who you are. The last cloak. Release old identities. Magnificence released. I'm just feeling that, you are becoming so powerful, pile number one, that I think this is like part of the, the highest level of ascension that's going to happen for you. Obviously ascension always continues. It's like it happens in like a what do you say, like a spiral. The spiral moves up. You're always moving up, right? But at this point in time, there is so much that is happening with you, pile number one. And this says the last cloak. Release old identities. Magnificence realized. Creative intelligence. You see, you are magnificent. You are intelligent. And I think that is coming to you now. Because that is part of your soul. That is a characteristic. Compassion and universal love is part of your soul characteristic. Richer imagination and creativity, that is part of your soul characteristic. A deep spiritual connection, knowing things, is part of your soul characteristic. Breathe the sun. Wow. Presence, pineal activation, relax, let go. Say release. Release. So pile number one, it seems that you're still holding on to something that needs to be released. Your soul wants you to release that, because then it's going to come into its full power. Breathe the sun. Who can breathe the sun? Is it, as a human being, is it possible? No. But as a soul, yes. What does the sun signify? Vitality, self-expression, and purpose. It talks about leadership and willpower. It talks about embracing the authentic self-expression. It talks about balancing ego with humility. It talks about avoiding seeking validations from the outside. You are so powerful. And I think these are the last lessons that your soul wants you to learn, because it is this. It is the sun. I think you've had lifetimes in this also. Then you got ask your soul. Wow. This is such a beautiful card. Ask your soul. Connect deeply. The characteristics, they're all already there in front of you. Ask your soul. I mean, like, we couldn't get a clearer message, could we? And finally, you got the Raven Spirit. My God. Synchronicity, magic, rebirth. Pile number one, you are a very, very magical pile. An extremely magical pile. You have so much power. Your soul has so much power. Now let's take a few tarot cards, just to kind of see what messages does your soul want to give regarding the characteristics that it has. That's what I want to see, right? So already we know so much about you. You are very, very powerful souls. All right. So pile number one. I want to pull 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's see. 6 of Wands. You are a warrior and a victorious warrior. The wand energy talks about, taking action, passion. You are a passionate person. Your soul is an extremely passionate, soul. And it is a warrior soul, meaning that it takes on things that other people don't want to. And it wins. That's something that it has integrated already. Ace of Wands, wow. Again, look at the pen. You take on challenges that people wouldn't otherwise. And you take them to completion and you win. That's one of your... And this ace itself is like an elemental energy of the universe. The fire energy. Your soul is fire. Remember, we said breathe the sun. Your soul is fire. Your soul is the sun. Has been part of the sun as well. Wow. And 8 of Swords. Yes, I think at this point in time, look, she's hiding beneath this. That's why they're saying, that's why your soul is, ask your soul. It wants you to connect. If already you have, that is awesome. I think for almost a lot of you, you have connected with your soul. But for the remaining ones and for the characteristics that need to kind of shine more, release old patterns. It is just in your mind. Those things, whatever things you feel are, that are stuck, those things are only existent in your mind. They do not exist in your reality because your soul is too powerful for that. Those things cannot exist in reality. So your soul wants you to kind of the lesson, or not even the lesson, I would say, it wants you to take this step, that action. Already you are an action taker. You don't mind doing multiple things at one time, right? So if they're asking you, your soul is essentially saying that, now we have this little ant right here. I don't know from where did it come. So release any old identities, release any old patterns, because you are the sun. All right, that's what. And those patterns are only in your mind. They don't exist in reality. Those things are only kind of your mind is kind of tricking you into doing that. The ego, because the soul is much more powerful than the ego. How does the ego control the soul? By throwing this is a veil, and here it says no veils. So again, you are able to, if you can see that for people, I think you should be able to see that for yourself also, right? Wow, that is so beautiful. So that's all I had for you, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated with you. And if it did, please give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe to the channel as well. It helps the channel grow. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. So in this reading, we are going to see what the characteristics of your soul are. So like I said in the introduction, in case if you missed it, we are born as a human after we have been through the kingdoms of the minerals, then the plants, then the animals, and then finally the human. So the soul has been through all those, phases. So in today's reading, we will see like what are the main characteristics that your soul has essentially integrated in its journey, not only in these four kingdoms, the mineral, plant, animal, human, but also beyond that, meaning like in different, galactic, you know, places, different galactic civilizations, different realms. So we will try to get as much information as possible, like your how much your soul wants to let you know at this point in time. So we will try to see that. And as soon as I started your reading, I heard you know uh, this dialogue from this movie called Toy Story, where uh, the the spaceman, I've forgotten his name, he would say, to infinity and beyond. So I heard like this group is like the Mavericks, the explorers, the ones who like kind of, going where no one has gone before boldly. I don't know, maybe all of you like, or some of you are definitely fans of, Star Wars or Star Trek, or, such kind of movies. But that's what I heard, like to infinity on and beyond. That was repeatedly a message which was coming through. And for you, you were drawn to this red card, and this is the Dragon Tarot deck. So this is aura card, and the red again, the high energy, high vibration. Let's see what this is. Aries Sun. Yes, obviously it had to be. Aries sun signs are charming and relentless. So when we are reading this, don't think that, oh, I'm not an Aries, or I don't have any, strong sun placement, or these are the characteristics of your soul. So these are things that are part of you. Maybe as of now, they are hidden or they have not been activated. So they are still part of you. But right now, since we are reading about them, maybe the time has come for you to recognize that this is part of your soul, and your soul essentially wants you to kind of, start looking at yourself in that light. So we'll take, and again, this is a collective reading, a general reading. Please take as it resonates. Do not try to fit in everything. If it does, perfect. If it does not, take what resonates and lovingly leave out the rest for someone else. All right. So let's see the characteristics of pile number 2, the soul characteristics. The Aries sun. So you are strong. Your soul is bright. It is joyful. It is bountiful. That's what I'm hearing. It's bountiful. It's joyous, essentially. Aries sun signs are charming and relentless, a forceful kind of individual. Aries sun signs are headstrong and bold in both choices and actions. They are brave and outgoing. That's why I was hearing, these are the explorers, the mavericks. They are brave and outgoing, which explains the tough approach they take towards life. The sun sign is impulsive. Their brutally straightforward nature makes others uncomfortable. The sun sign is intelligent and extremely passionate. Aries sun signs are adventurous risk takers. My God. That's what we were saying. That's what I heard, to infinity and beyond. Aries sun signs are very generous and kind. Energy is something that they have an immense amount of and show an air of confidence no matter what is going on. They are extremely determined and aggressive in all aspects. Aries sun signs are fiery in nature with an explosive bad temper. Aries sun signs are fighters and like to come out on top. This sign shows a bright red aura. And I heard even before I started, when I was like preparing your pile, that you are related to the dragon realm. The dragons are like your brothers and their sisters, and you were like part of them for a long time as well. So we'll keep your tarot deck on the side, and we will choose, like, we'll look at these cards and see. Wow, this one came out. This is part of a tarot deck, and I don't know how this landed in your pile, but anyways, we'll keep it. So these are some of the characteristics that your soul embodies in this lifetime, like right now. And this is like your galactic lifetimes and beyond. Like, again, time is just a concept, a construct that helps us, make sense of what everything is. Though in reality, there is no time. Everything is happening at the same time. So let us see. Pile number two, your soul's characteristics. Let's begin. You are the aspirant, ambition, diligence, setbacks. Yes, I mean, this goes so well with the Aries sun. The aspirant, charming, relentless, forceful. So again, you are kind of people who are not scared of taking risks, going forward full throttle. If you fall, you just get up, you brush yourself up, pull your socks up, and you move again. So you're not the kind who kind of reminiscences on things like, oh my God, why did this happen? Yeah, you try to learn as much as you can, but then nothing lets, you don't stop. So things and impediments and obstacles in your way, they're showing me like a big rock on a small road, and they're showing me like this little guy pushing this rock like over the ledge. So you are the ones who try to find solutions for things, and you just move ahead in life. Wow, you are bold, ambitious, and you're diligent. And you don't, yeah, yes, at times maybe you take risks, which may like sound or seem as if you are doing like in an heat of the moment, but definitely most of your decisions are done with due diligence. So let's see, this is a major arcana. Let's see what I feel this is like part of your family. The number 20, Aeon, the Aeon. Oh my God, this is the Judgment card. And the Judgment card essentially is ruled by Pluto. It is transformation, spiritual renewal, spiritual awakening, and this rules the 8th house. The 8th house essentially is the house of rebirth and power. So you have a lot of emotional resilience and transformative growth. You embrace life's impermanence. You're like, yeah, let's move ahead. And do you see the way this dragon is kind of, and this is like so much at peace with itself. And look at the stars right here and the blue, the Pluto behind here. It looks like the moon. I think Neptune is blue. So pile number 2, your soul characteristics are, you are spiritually aware of what's happening around you, and you are also aware of the cycles of spiritual awakening that happen. You are strong, you are headstrong, you are vibrant, you are ambitious, you are diligent, but you also have that spiritual tendency. It's not that it's only, only one. You try to balance both sides of the aspect, because the Judgment essentially talks about answering the call for self-reflection and transformation. Like, what is my higher calling? That self-awareness. That's why you're the, see, the hands are open and the keys are coming to this person. So you are very well aware, and look at the arrow sign downwards. You are very well aware of what you need, and essentially you are maybe able to guide those things to you. Wow, this is strong. Yeah, the dragon energy, yeah. And you have the root of water, which is, I think, the page of water. You're highly sensitive. Yes, you are highly sensitive. The page essentially is like a naive energy, but it's not like completely new. It has already done this before, but it's restarting. So the Page of Cups is telling me you have a very, very beautiful and wild imagination. And you always are curious about the feelings and creativity. You have to stay open to emotional discovery and intuition, because that is where your growth is going to happen. Maybe that is your soul's path. Always stay open to creativity. Stay open to what emotions need to be explored. Being the Aries sun and being like a headstrong person, you just jump into things. But sometimes, and when you fall, you have to give yourself time. Your soul this is one lesson I feel that your soul wants you to learn, is that when you fall, it is good to get up, be resilient, but learn the lessons that fall, came with. So now let's look at the additional tarot card which came for you. And this is the Two of Cups. Oh, this is so beautiful. Again, the dragon energy is coming very strongly for you, pile number 2. Yeah, the dragons are coming and they're like, look, these two are getting married and they're the beautiful dove. So you have you have support around you. Your dragon family is around you. Maybe you can call upon them if you ever feel the need to be. But yes, you have support, and things come to you when you want them. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. My God, this is going so well with the Aries Sun. Relentless, a forceful kind of individual, headstrong. So you know your soul essentially, the one of the characteristics of your soul is that it learns through challenges. So your life might be one challenge after the other, after the other, after the other, and you're like, people don't have challenges and my life is just full of them. One completes and another one opens up. Yes, why? Because your soul chose that path. So essentially, if your life is full of challenges, pile number two, you have to change your perspective and you have to believe in the fact that your soul chose adversity in order to grow. Because with adversity, the lessons come, and if you learn and integrate those lessons, those adversities and those issues never come back. So that is your soul's way of learning. You are accepting the challenges, and that is the best way to learn because your soul knows that. Wow. Very, very strong, headstrong. I'm feeling getting that feeling. And you vibrate at the heart chakra. Wow. Despite the fact, the seemingly outward hard facade that you put up for other people, like, oh my God, don't mess with pile two. You are a softie at heart. Maybe you've heard that, right? The frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Pile number two, this is the frequency of your soul. This is where your soul is vibrating at this point in time. The heart chakra, it's vibrating at the frequency of the heart chakra. Love. Let love come into your life. Don't push love away. The frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. So maybe the adversity that you've been feeling, and you've been feeling kind of, beaten down, like so much keeps on happening in my life, one after the other, the challenges, they're saying just slow down, because your soul, on one hand, it learns through adversities, but it also holds unconditional love for you. Let that love come in. I don't know why I'm feeling, let that love come in into your life. And look, remember when we talked about the Page of Cups, I said you have to learn about emotional growth. Stay open to emotional discovery. So that is one of the lessons. I feel this is more like your soul is saying that I want to integrate this lesson. Pile number one was different. Already stuff was integrated. But here I'm getting the messages that your soul wants you to integrate this. Because this is what you're feeling right now, challenge. And then yes, when you feel upset, when you feel challenged, when there is so much adversity, you don't feel love. So that's what you have to bring in. Pile number two, bring love into your life and you will see miracles manifest. Wow, this is so beautiful. All right, so now these are the four cards that we're going to see. These are the different galactic civilizations that have, existed, and they are still existing, like for eons. So, and look, you got the Eon card. Yeah, you've been part of the dragon family. I don't know why I'm saying that again. However, now let's see what galactic families has your soul been part of, and what lesson has it already integrated. So that is something that's like a innate strength which you have, which you can draw upon anytime you are faced with any challenging situation. All right, so let's see. The first one, pioneering spirit. Oh my God, we are just talking about the aspirant, ambition, to infinity and beyond, the maverick, the people who are not afraid to take risks. So yes, this has come from the past life in Lyra. Your soul was part of the Lyra collective, and that's where you learned how to pioneer, how to not be afraid of taking, actions. And the number 11, where again, very spiritual. The spiritualness is part of you. So if you think that, oh, I'm not spiritual at all, no, you are. Everyone is at some level. 65, refining galactic lineage, the Pleiades. Yeah, so maybe at this point in time, you are calling upon, like, whatever people are around you, pile number two, if you feel a deep connection to them, yes. Why you are feeling? Because they are part of your galactic family. They are part of your galactic family, and you are kind of refining your galactic lineage. You are finding characteristics that resonate with you and with them, and that is kind of, bringing out the best in everyone. So people who bring out the best in you, stay close to them, because they have been part of your galactic family for thousands of years. This is so beautiful. I'm loving your reading so far. Pile number 2. Devotion to service. Pleiadian. My God, you have very, very... Maybe some of you love water. Some of you love the ocean. Some of you love, going to water parks and water-themed parks, and you like going swimming in lakes, or you like the rivers, or maybe a deep, deep connection with water. Even in your dreams, you might be seeing a lot of water. So why? Because you have connection to the Pleiades, and the Pleiades was essentially a water planet. So you are learning devotion to service. Yes, this is something you are refining your galactic lineage and devotion to service. So maybe the people around you are teaching you this. It is, remember, it's already part of you. They're just helping you remember what you already know. And you have ultimate evolution. Oh my God. Zeta reticuli. Pile number 2. You are moving towards something in which you're moving towards a timeline in which you will be able to, integrate everything and move on quickly from the earth school, because you have a lot of support. Remember, I said that you open your hands. It seems you draw things to you which you need. So yes, you are drawing support. You are drawing your galactic family. You are, and there is a lot of evolution which is happening for you. You might not even realize, but your body is changing. The way you are thinking will be changing, and people around you, circumstances, things around you will be changing, because that's like the natural path for you. Let's continue. This is so interesting. I really want to see what else has your soul kind of, learned. Sword of light, divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. So yes. So again, remember that we are not only from these 3-4 different galactic civilizations, but we've been beings of light as well. So your soul has this, again, look at the sword. The sword represents intellect. And sword of light. Some of you might be close to Archangel Michael also. It says divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. So yes, there is, your soul has the ability to, become resilient. Remember, we talked about you being resilient. This is where the resilience comes from. You are a warrior. So the resilience is automatically part of who you are. And you got the Merkaba activation. And with the Zeta Reticuli future ultimate evolution, transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. Pile number 2, there is definitely something going on with your energy. Maybe you are realizing that, but there are a lot of activations in your body which are going on, and the Merkaba essentially is the vehicle of light, right? So it is you can say the causal body, I think. Please don't hold me to that, but it is the vehicle of light. So you are ascending, you're moving up higher. So that's why all this is happening for you. Your soul is kind of ascending because it wants the Merkaba activation, and it has already integrated the sword of light. So it's just like, kind of reigniting things that you already know. Dragons, my God, pile number, I mean, like this is really, send dragons to heal the world. Pile number 2. This card specifically talks about you being part of the dragon family. Therefore, dragons essentially not hold, but dragons are essentially keepers of the elemental energies, meaning they are water dragons, they are fire dragons, they are earth dragons, and they are air dragons. So you are part of the dragon family. I was feeling that from the very beginning. So what I am feeling is that you can call upon these elemental dragons to help heal the earth. That is why you are rising, because your energies are becoming stronger. You need to also identify this part of your soul activation. You also need to identify this part of your soul wherein you can call upon these dragons to kind of, ask them to help heal the earth. Maybe some of you are, like I said, you might be attracted to water a lot. You're part of that water dragon family. If there is some way you can help clean up the uh, the beaches, or maybe the ocean, or maybe the, the rivers or the lake, or whatever water body around you needs help, do that. That will really, really help you, because that is already part of your soul. It has already integrated that. It is part of the dragon, water dragon family. Wow, this is so nice. I really love, when these kind of readings, when they start talking to each other. That's the beauty of it. All right, let's continue. Now, these two cards are from the civilization of Lemuria. So, Lemurian civilization was an earth-based civilization that happened before the Atlantean. So, we had the Atlantean, we had the Lemurian civilization, then we had the Atlantean civilization, and then we had like what humans are today. So, let's see because yes, when you came to the earth, you went through those civilizations, and that's where you are here right now. So you didn't skip these civilizations. You have to be part of this. So they also want to give you some messages. So the unwelcome, clear energies, helpers of your highest good only. Again, with the sword of light, where it says divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. So yes, they are calling you to call upon them, as well as call upon your soul to cut cords, cut people from your life, circumstances, things, habits, power, addictions, which are not conducive to your well-being, because you have a greater purpose. So they're asking you, ask the Lemurians for help. Do you see, even this hand is open? These two hands are open, even this hand is open. So ask for help. There's a lot of help around you. Remember, we got this beautiful card, and it came all by itself. Second one is Soul Star Chakra, merging with the divine. Merkaba is this. Look, this is the same. Two different decks, completely different decks. This is Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension. You are rising up, and the Soul Star Chakra is above the head. So you are being activated by number 2. There is a lot going on with you. Don't worry. These activations are meant to happen because you have a higher frequency to hold. You are being kind of, prepared to hold higher frequencies, which will help the earth. And that is the evolution which your soul is going through right now. And it already has the Soul Star Chakra. It's just like it's asking you to remember. It's asking you to remember who you were. Remember, we are talking about the characteristics of your soul. So this is who you are. You are a very powerful psychic as well. Maybe your intuition, your gut feel is very strong. Continue down that path. Past life activation. Oh my God, yes. Something is activating from your past life. All this is past life, right? Not on this earth, but even in the galactic, galactic universe. So something from your past lives is being activated. And I feel this has to do with your Soul Star Chakra, the Merkaba activation. And that's why they're asking you to clear the energies. Call upon the dragons. Remember, we are 70% water. Even a human body is 70% water. So call upon your dragons. Ask them to cleanse you. There is something happening with your body. So something from the past life is being cut. Maybe there are energies that were too deeply embedded into your soul, and therefore they are being carried into your physical body, but those things are also being removed from your life. So maybe you are having like pains here or there, and you're like, what's happening? I'm eating everything right and still I'm not feeling well. If you're having health issues, this is one of the reasons. Let me keep this card over here. Key to your freedom: healed inner child, create inner safety, self-kindness. Yes, you've already done that. Your soul already has that capability to heal the inner child. Maybe most of you have already healed the inner child, and you are being kind to yourself. That is why now you're moving on to the next level, and these activations are happening for you. Because only then can you actually hold higher frequencies. Opening the heart. Oh my God, look at the heart chakra. This is so beautiful. Right to love and be loved. Heart healing. Remember, heart healing. Yes. So if you have been hurt because of adversity, yes, your soul is learning to integrate the heart healing, and soon this phase shall also be over. Or you've already done this. This is past. Whatever resonates with you. Lemurian guide. Oh my God. Sister, friend, teacher of infinite universal love. You have someone coming into your life who is helping you. There is someone, this is a feminine energy, meaning a very creative, nurturing energy, loving energy, who kind of listens to you, who doesn't ask you to take action. Already you take action enough. You don't need people to tell you to take action. But this energy is coming in to help you. So this is your soul's message also. That the heart is opening up. You already have healed your inner child, which is amazing. You've created inner safety for yourself. There is self-kindness. Your soul star chakra has been activated. Cords are being cut at this point in time. So there is so much going on for you. Pile number 2. Vesica Piscis. Again, this is another, I think this is the enlightenment card again. Things are opening up for you. Things are definitely opening up for you. Look at the heart, which is in the center of these two circles. And finally, you have dolphin spirit. Connection, harmony, play. Yes. Connection, harmony, and play. That's who you are. That's how you play. You have also been part of the dolphin pod. So some of you, again, the water element is coming out very, very strongly for you, pile number 2. So some of, if you think that you don't know how to swim, try. You'll surprise yourself. So let's select 3 more cards. And this one, maybe this one. Okay. And let's see. The Empress. Oh my God. Look at the look at the bunny and the porcupine and the another bunny and the deer and the little dragon and the birds. So your soul is like the Empress energy, which is the loving, abundant energy. That is why you have the heart chakra. Your soul vibrates from the heart, pile number 2. If you think that, oh my God, I am a very, being strong is good. But your heart is your power. Your superpower, pile number 2, is your heart. Start thinking from the heart. Stop. Don't let your mind control you. Adversity is happening because your mind is taking control of every situation. When something happens in your life, step back and think that what would my heart want me to do? What would make me happy in this situation? Not what needs to be done, but what would make me happy. Start thinking like that. And definitely you will find answers which are not that, antagonistic to what you want to do. Because I feel some of you pretend to be very harsh so that you can protect yourself, but you're not. You vibrate with the pure vibration of love, that is why you got the Empress card. Highly abundant. Death. Yes, you believe in transformation, like everything. Again, remember over here, the Pluto card itself was talking about, the Judgment card was talking about transformation. Yes, you learn via adversity, you learn via transformation. That's why they come into your life. That is your path. But you also have to balance out your loving heart with that mind. The balancing act is something that your soul is learning to do in this lifetime. And you got the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my God, this is again so beautiful. The Queen of Pentacles, the Pentacle energy itself is the earth energy. It's the material stability. The Queen of Pentacles is nurturing energy. She is generous, grounded. How can I support myself and others? How can I use what I have and care? It's like you don't want to be seen as a caring person because you feel that will, dent your carefully built, outer eggshell. But you can open yourself up. Vulnerability is one of your superpowers, pile number 2. Your soul is saying vulnerability is one of my superpowers. So when I am vulnerable, when I show people I'm vulnerable, but yet strong, that's when you're going to come into the energy of the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, this was so much of downloads. So this is all I had for you, pile number 2. I hope this reading resonated. And if it does resonate, please give the reading a thumbs up. And I hope you have a blessed rest of the day. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So in this reading, we are going to see what are your soul characteristics. So we are essentially going to see, like, before you were born as a human, you went through the mineral kingdom, you went through the plant kingdom, you went through the animal kingdom, and then you reached the human kingdom, like the human part. And in addition to that, the soul also is part of different galaxies, different civilizations, galactic civilizations, and even multiple human civilizations that have existed beyond our civilization, had that precede our civilization, all right? Which is like the Lemurians and then the Atlanteans, and then we came. So the soul kind of traverses all this entire, gamut of different civilizations and forms and beings, and it integrates, it learns lessons as it goes along, because that's why it kind of, it it was created, or it was created essentially, right? Just to learn those lessons and move on. So in this reading, we will try to see what characteristics your soul has learnt along the way on its journey, from the time it kind of was born till now. So for you, you were drawn to this purple card. Again, this is also an aura card, and I will read this on the other side. But before we start, what I channeled for you was, what they showed me was this beautiful image of this little girl, who's sitting in this beautiful, this meadow kind of a setting, and calm and serenity, peaceful and blissfulness. So these are the 4 words which kept on repeating: calmness, serenity, peaceful and blissfulness. And there was such a calm, pause before I started your reading. Pile number 2 was very, very, strong and action oriented, and yes, let's get this done, and this is how we do it. But for your pile, as soon as I started your reading, suddenly everything became like very quiet. So this was the card you were drawn to, the purple card. Let's see. The Pisces moon. Yeah, wonder why. Pisces moon signs are sympathetic with very strong senses, very imaginative and artistic souls. This sign is social and impressionable. This makes them easy to take advantage of. Pisces moons are often poor decision makers and try to escape reality. They have big, sincere hearts and are compassionate thinkers. Often spiritual people, Pisces moon signs are self-sacrificing and overly empathetic. Deeply emotional and very connected to the emotions of others, they will do anything to make those they love happy. This sign has a very gifted instinctual intuition and are guided by that. They can often be melancholy because they can often be melancholy because of the emotional intensity of their perceptions. Pisces moon signs must have lots of hobbies and things to keep them busy and grounded. Emotions are very fluid for this sign and must be something they learn to handle properly. Violet is the color of their aura. Wow, that's why I just felt so calm and so peaceful, and the thing that I was hearing was, calm and serenity, peacefulness and blissfulness. So those are the 4 words that you really live by. So this is your tarot deck. We'll look at 3 cards or 4 cards in the end, but we're going to see these ones will be the characteristics of your soul in this lifetime that you've taken birth, and this will be like the previous whatever lifetimes they want to show us, right? So let's begin. The soul characteristics of pile number 3. The puppeteer. Explanations, apologies. This goes so well with the Pisces moon sign. You are always apologizing for things that you should not even apologize. You are the people pleaser, essentially. Pile number 3, you are the people pleaser. You always try to make it right by all, which is impossible. And therefore you end up draining yourself so much. Let's see what, again, What archetype, energy? The destroyer, tower, yes. The tower moments, essentially, you have a lot of tower moments in your life, maybe when things just happen, like suddenly you're like, what happened? This is because of the fact that your soul wants to learn through these tower moments. The resilience your soul wants you to learn, that you cannot make everyone happy. So that's the lesson that your soul is learning right now. That is a characteristic that it wants to incorporate. The Tower talks about sudden changes, chaotic and disruptive changes. For you, you need to understand what needs to be broken down in order to be built up again. Maybe you are put in positions where you need to stand up for yourself and not kind of see what other people want. That's one of the lessons that your soul wants to learn in this lifetime. Pile number 3. Mother God, miracle in motion. Wow. You have integrated a lot. There is a lot of integration of so many things in your life. So I had to stop the recording in the middle because of some my phone. There was some issue with my phone. But coming back to your reading, pile number 3. So we talked about the destroyer. We talked about the tower. The tower essentially talks about, upheavals, constant upheavals in your life. But you are very intuitive. See, that's why, referring back to your main card, it says this sign has a very gifted instinctual intuition and are guided by that. So essentially, you have these tower moments, but you don't. It's like, you know that the tower moments are there for a transformation to happen, and that is corroborated by the fact that you got the number 42, which is the mother god. In the traditional tarot, this relates to the high priestess, and the high priestess is a conduit between both worlds, right? So the intuition part of your, being always guides you. It always lets you know, like, that's why, even the Pisces energy itself is very, very wise. So you got the mother god, which I am not surprised. And the puppeteer is also giving me another, vibe. Looking at these cards again, I'm feeling that you have the ability to kind of, guide people in a way that helps them elevate. So there are two types of, subgroups in this particular pile. The first group is someone that is kind of, the people pleaser, the kind of people who kind of, want to make everyone happy. Whereas the second group is the one who has the ability, who has developed kind of self-mastery. I don't know why. They have developed self-mastery, that's what I'm feeling. And they have a very, very strong, intuitive ability to guide people, and the people want to follow them. It's not that they want to manipulate someone, or they want to control people. I think that is far from the Piscean energy. That is far from this kind of the group 3 energy that I am feeling right now. And you essentially, it's like, there are two things which I'm getting. Even it's like the same feeling is continuing, that you help people look at themselves and transform them in a way that they, if they were alone, they would not have been able to do that. So essentially, you are like a guide for them, and the upheavals that happen in their lives, the transformations and the chaotic energies which come into the life. Apparently, pile number 3, you are kind of placed by the universe in the lives of many people, so that whatever transformations they are going through, you help them with that, because you are very, very wise. You have to, believe in yourself more. It seems like, yes, I am intuitive. You don't know the kind of miracles you are capable of, doing. Miracles does not necessarily mean magic. Like, I'm remembering this series in the 70s, 80s, I think it was Bewitched. and in which Samantha is like the witch and she twitches her nose and things happen. So not necessarily that kind of magic, pile number three, but the magic which is very real, in which someone is going through a rough patch, you walk in, you waltz in and you help them, and you take them through this tower moment, making them realize that the chaotic energy around them, the upheavals are for their betterment, and they kind of recognize that, and then they rise from there, and that is the goddess energy in you, pile number three. Even being a people pleaser, it's not that you are like a yes man, but you want to be the guide. You want to help people, and I think that is essentially your soul is part of that. Next, health. I honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Yes, maybe so, right, it has happened recently, or you realize it like a long time back, that the vessel that is this body is not, it's just like a temporary arrangement that your soul has made to experience stuff in the 3D. That's the earth school. So you are honoring your health. Maybe there are things that you had been doing in the past which was not good for your body, like eating too much carbs, or eating too much of junk food, drinking too much of soda, eating too much of anything. See, eating everything in moderation is always good, but in excess, that's when the problems arise. So it seems that you have realized that the vessel that you embody at this point in time is a gift, and you have to take care of it in order to be able to help more and more people with your, I think that's your soul mission, by number three. Passion, number 34. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. Remember, I was talking about, I felt a serenity, peacefulness. Those were the words that were coming. So yes, I think you embody this energy. That is why people are drawn to you, and that is why especially the people who are in a lot of problem will be drawn to you more, because you have that deep healing energy within you, within your soul. Your soul is kind of a healer, the health, the healer. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core. That's what you do. That is what you've done for yourself. And essentially, pile number three, that is the core of your soul. Your soul is the guide for so many people, because it has the ability to transform darkness into light. It has the ability to help people move from a bad stage in their life to a better stage in their life. You have the ability, your soul, not you, your soul has the ability to change the way people even perceive themselves. And that is the beauty of it. I think it's not about, that's my personal opinion. Like, it's not about, making people your followers, but it's about empowering them that they can help other people. I think that's when the chain kind of, extends. Yes, we have people who have a lot of followers, and people are like, oh my God, this person or that person, or this group of that group. That is good. But as long as you are making them independent of you, I think that is the beauty, which pile number three, you have, your soul embodies. It does not want followers, but it wants to kind of, empower people to be their own guru. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. That is what you bring. You bring calm to the chaos. You bring order to disorder. It's like, think of any negative verb and think of the positive verb. So you bring whatever the negative verb is, or whatever the challenging verb entails, to something which is just the opposite. So you kind of move people across polarities, pile number three. Polarity of a lower vibration to a polarity of a higher vibration. And that is your soul energy. Wow, pile number three, you are like the gurus. For a lack of a better term. All right. So this is what your soul embodies in this lifetime, pile number three. And now I am so excited to see what all other stuff you're made up of. So these four cards will let us know what galaxies you've been part of, what the civilizations you've been part of, where has your soul been, essentially, where has it been kind of reincarnating and spending its time all these eons. Okay, so that's the way. The first one is the stubbornness, Pleiades. Yeah, so you are a water sign. That's why the Pisces also came out. Pleiades was a planet that was filled with water. That's what they say. So you might have this stubborn energy that you do what you want to do. People might tell you, that, pile number 3, don't do that. It's not a good, decision for you, or are you sure you want to do that? I think you are like the independent thinkers. You're like, no, I need to get this done. I'll get it done. That's the energy from the Pleiadians, which is coming through. Again, because you are the healer. People are drawn to you because this is the Pleiadian energy. A very, very strong Pleiadian energy. They are known to be healers. Initiation and ceremony, Vega. Yes, you were also part of the Vega civilization. So whatever happens to you, whatever things you come across, whatever wisdom you have, don't think that it is wisdom that you gained in this lifetime. No, some of you might even be younger, like maybe you are like 20 or 22 or 25. And yet people come to you and ask, pile number 3, what should we do? And you're like, oh, you should do that. You don't have that much experience, right, in this lifetime. However, the experience is coming from these energies. This is where your soul has already been part of. Wow. Lemurian, my God, Lemurian era, Earth. Yes, you were part of Lemurian. I just, when I was, taking these cards out, I have 2 cards from Lemurians. So I will keep them together. Yeah. So Lemurian, yes, you've been, and the Lemurians were like very, very, it was like a feminine energy. The Atlantean energy was like the masculine energy. Do this, action oriented, get these machines working. They had these crystals that they worked with, and these crystals had immense energy. But that's the legend. That's what it says, that they had these crystals and they used to work with these crystals, the red ones. And but then they got greedy. Like any unbalanced energy, especially masculine, will always end up in that, on that side of the polarity, right? So they got so greedy, and that is why that civilization fell. But before the Atlantean energy, what do you say, galactic civilization, we had the Lemurians, which was a feminine energy, very loving, very nice, very soft. They were kind of coexisting when the Atlantean civilization kind of was upcoming. But I'm not very sure. Please don't hold me to this. But I think the Atlanteans kind of put waste to the Lemurian civilization. You can check that. I'm not very sure. And just, you can leave a comment in the comment section. Just correct me. I mean, if that's not the case. So the Pleiadians, the Vega, the Earth, and these are feminine energies. Even though I think the Vega is like a very feminine energy. Pleiadians, very soft energies. That is why you have this softness embedded in you. And that is why broken people often come to you, because of the fact that you radiate that energy. Your vibration is that of a healing and calming energy. And finally, complete surrender, Lyra. My God, you have beautiful energies. Pile number 3. And look, you got 2 future cards and 2 past cards. So yes, from the past, Pleiadians and the Earth, and the future, you got Vega and you got Lyra. So essentially, I think this is what you're moving towards also now. You have reached a level where you are completely surrendering to the universe. This is very beautiful, pile number 3. All right. So now I want to take a look at the Lemurian cards. The Earth. Yes, again, this was the Earth energy. So let's see what messages do your ancient family members have to tell you. They say, guidance of the highest. My God. Cultivate integrity within you, with yourself, others, and your guides. Yes, you have to do that, or I think you've already done that, or you are starting to do that. That is why the initiation and ceremony is coming for you. You are meant to guide a lot of people, pile number 3. A lot of people. And you also got stepping through. Yes, I think, again, initiation and ceremony and complete surrender. You are ascending up, pile number 3. Your soul is ascending. And I think you already are aware of that. You're extremely intuitive people. You already know that your soul has started its ascension towards like the end. of its lifetime. Then you'll move up. You are moving up. You are downloading things that are of a much, much higher vibration. Pile number 3. Our beautiful planet, oh my God, restore the natural world. Your soul characteristics, you are restoring the planet. It is not necessary that you are, someone who's planting trees or someone who's taking care of animals. Even when you are healing people, remember, the healing energy itself is a transformative energy. And if people see, when we walk on the earth, we are grounded by Mother Gaia, right? So our energy is going into her. A chaotic energy is giving what, Mother Gaia? Chaos. But a healing energy, a loving energy, a serene energy is giving what? It's giving peacefulness, and it's giving serenity, it's giving blissfulness. So by healing whatever you come in contact with, you can be working with animals, you might be a veterinarian, you might be working with people, you might be working with children, you might be, whatever field you are in, the field does not matter, as long as you are interacting with people and you are helping them, or you're interacting with life and you're helping them. That is your soul characteristic, and it's like it will come very naturally to you. So you are a master healer. Pile number 3. Hathor light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. Yes, this is what your soul is doing at this point in time. That is why whatever is happening to your health, it's not arbitrarily happening to you. It's not randomly happening to you. If there are issues in your health, and if you've kind of changed your diet, or if you've kind of changed the way you look at yourself, like, no, I need to be healthy, that is happening because you will not be able to hold these higher frequencies within you if your spiritual vehicle, which means your body, if it is not, at that level. So you are leveling up. Pile number 3, because your soul is leveling up, it is bringing down these, it's already aware of this. The soul always knows. It's like the oversoul, it knows that. But now it knows the vehicle is ready to, get these launch codes. So that's what's happening for you. And Stargate heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. Now pile number 3. This is another message coming through for you, that if your abundance has been blocked because of whatever reason, it has been unlocked. If you've been working towards something and you feel that, it moves in waves, up and down, or you've worked so much and then the result that you get is not that much, now that thing it's going to, change completely. Whatever you do, even if you do 10, you're going to get 100. If you do 1, you're going to get 1,000,000. Because those light gates, those light codes have been activated within you, and this energy is now unlocking that potential, with potential and the abundance that was already yours, but you were unable to access that. It's like, if you're playing a video game, if there is something that you want which is on level 4, you will have to go through level 1, 2, 3, and only then can you redeem the riches that those are in level 4. Even though you might have gained those little trinkets in level 1, 2, and 3, but 4 is like, oh wow, that's the ultimate, for example. So that's what happened. Now you are on level 4. The gates have opened for you, and now your heart chakra, remember health, we were talking about health. Your heart chakra has opened, and because of that frequency, you are attracting what was always yours. And now this is going to happen with a lot of ease. Wow. Love, wisdom. Look at your higher, look at your soul. I feel this is your soul and the guides. This has activated for you. The heart has activated. So pile number 3, congratulations. You have unlocked another level, which most people strive to reach, but you've already reached this level. Yeah, you have. See the transformation. Angelic ones. I just felt the angel energy. Angelic ones. Divine healing is upon you. Divine grace and divine guidance. Remember I said something happening with your health? Yes, you are being healed. Even your body is being healed at this point in time. There have been stuck energies in your body for so long that to push those stubborn energies out. Remember, I think we did read stubborn somewhere. Yeah. To push those stubborn energies out, I feel those might be wounds that, your soul felt when it was in the Pleiadian galactic civilization. That stubborn energy is being removed now, pile number three. So it might take time. Don't think that this is happening to you and it's not healing. Things are healing, but that energy, if it's like from this civilization, this is like really, really old, millions maybe years ago. So that energy is going to take time to come out of your body, out of your soul. So that's what your soul is doing. It is saying divine healing is upon you, divine grace and divine guidance. We got the guidance card again. Guidance of the high. Remember, highest guidance of the highest. Cultivate integrity with yourself, others, and your guides. So you have to connect with your guides more often now. They are going to really help you through. Beyond cycles. Find and embrace yourself, new direction, releasing old patterns. Yes, pile, and look at the dragon. Wow, look at the dragon. So pile number three, it seems that you are moving beyond. Again, I just felt that your soul is ascending now. Your soul is giving you these hints that yes, you are understanding things on a much deeper level, and now the chaos around you does not worry you, because you know, yeah, everything is temporary. So because of that, you have gained so much understanding, so much, and this is divine wisdom. Remember, wisdom comes, knowledge is what? Knowledge is when we know a lot of things. Wisdom is when we know how to apply that to situations. And we understand that situation and we don't get worried about it. That is wisdom. So pile number three, apparently you have become wise. You have moved beyond cycles. This is very, very powerful, pile number three. Very powerful. Initiation. You got initiation. See, stubbornness. We got the energies which are being stuck in your body being removed. And then we got initiation and ceremony. Future. And look, it says initiation. Wow. Deep trust, deep healing, reconnection with all. Find and embrace yourself, new direction, releasing of old patterns. Here it says, divine healing is upon you, divine guidance, divine grace and divine guidance. Guidance of the highest good. It says stepping through. So by Stargate Heart, unlocking, generosity. See, that's coming for you. Light immersion, full power upgrade. Pile number three, essentially your soul is at this point in time, it is upgrading at a level that you cannot even imagine. It is upgrading at a very, very fast rate. So pile number three, you just be aware that you are holding a lot of energy at this point in time within your body. Keep your thoughts positive because they will be manifesting very, very quickly. Whatever you want will be manifesting very quickly. Use your energy to help people. Use your energy to guide people, because that is your soul's main purpose is that. Wellness. Again, my God, the health. The health is coming. And look at the sword. Take care of your health. Take care of your body. Pile number three. That's very, very important for you, because there is a lot of energy which will be channeled through you. There is a lot of wisdom which will be channeled through you. There's a lot of information that the guides, spirit animals, angels, archangels, the divine source wants to give the people of this earth, wants to, give humanity. But to channel those kind of, high vibrational energies, your body will have to have the capacity to hold those kind of energies within you, and only then can you transmit that energy. And what does channeling mean? I mean, taking energy, taking thoughts and converting them into words and then speaking. But if you're not doing well, you will not be able to do that. So pile number three, again, very, very strong message coming through for you. Your soul is upgrading at this point in time. Frequencies are upgrading. Your body is upgrading. Take care of it. Take care of your health. And there is nothing to worry about. There is only success for you in the future. And finally, you got Dear Spirit. Oh my God, do you see the flower of life and the symbols? Awareness, sensitivity, gentleness. Yeah, I just felt this gentle energy from the very beginning for you, pile number three. You are very, very gentle souls. And people kind of sometimes would take advantage of you, but I think now you are at that point. Initially, I did feel when I started the reading, I felt that, yeah, pile number three is kind of a people pleaser, but I think that was part of your soul journey. Your soul needed to learn that lesson that it is okay to say no when you don't want to do something. It is not rude. See, people will always, not everyone is nice. People will always take advantage of others, right? That's like the basic instinctive human nature, the animal nature. Remember, we as souls evolve from, we start from the from the mineral kingdom, then we move into the plant kingdom, then into the animal kingdom, and then we become human beings. So that instinct of grabbing something which is not even yours, that has kind of really become magnified when in this human form. But for you, you are very, very gentle, and it is okay to say no. It is okay to take care of your health. It is okay to put yourself first. That is something that your soul is also, that is one of your soul characteristics, that it is extremely gentle, but now it knows, it already knew how to say no, but your body is catching up, essentially. That's what I'm feeling. Wow, pile number three, you guys are amazing. All right, so now let's see a few more, any other additional characteristics. You were just upgrading. I think this was more like a confirmation for you, pile number three, that you guys are just upgrading. So we got these 4 cards, and let's take them in the order they kind of fell. This was below this, right? Yeah. Okay. So, shop, King of Pentacles. Wow, you see, I told you, success is there. True success isn't just about money, it's about happiness too, yes. So, essentially, pile number 3, you are going to be successful in whatever. Success is yours, it's coming. With this, I just felt that your whatever has been blocking you, spirit and your soul is working with your, spirit guides, and they are removing those obstacles from your physical body. Because sometimes, energies that are stuck within the physical body, they don't allow other frequencies to come through. So now those energies are kind of being removed. Wellness, that is why the wellness is coming. Those energies are kind of being removed, and this heart, the heart and the health is improving, and now more and more stuff is going to come for you. And we got the Two of Pentacles. When life when life gets chaotic, find a way to get grounded and balanced. I mean, chaos is your second name. Not in a negative way, but in a positive way. You know how to handle chaos. So you know how to convert chaos into order. You just know that inherently. Why? Because remember, you are the High Priestess. Ace of Swords. Look at you. You're bursting with sparkly new ideas. Yes. Your soul has the King of Pentacle energy, the earthly, the stable energy, the wisdom energy, the prosperity energy, the leadership energy, the disciplined energy, the wealth energy. You lead with wisdom and share your abundance generously. This is who you are. Fine. See, love and wisdom, it also came for you again. So that's who you are. That's the soul. That is a character. Major, strong, King of Pentacles. Your soul embodies the King of Pentacles, which is the Jupiter in Earth sign, which is the 10th house. It talks about wealth. It talks about authority. It talks about structure. It talks about discipline. It talks about, leadership and social responsibility, legacy and long-term achievements. So you're going to do all that because that is part of your soul's blueprint. And finally, you got the Five of Swords. You can't be right all the time. So I don't like leaving readings here. But again, you can't be right all the time. So this is more to me like, it is okay to say no. Oh, the card fell down. And this is the card which fell down, so I'll pick this one. It says King of Wands. Wow. Shine your inner candlelight bright enough for others to follow. Yes. So I feel these are the kind of people that you need to be I think you already know these kind of people around you, and you're very, very well equipped to handle them now. Maybe in the past you weren't, but now you are. So at this point in time, pile number 3, your soul has upgraded or is upgrading. The upgrades have already started. You're seeing differences in your body. You're seeing differences in things happening around you. So just be aware that that is part of your soul's, newer characteristics being integrated into this physical life, in this physical form of yours. All right. So this is all I had for you, pile number 3. If you liked the reading, if it resonated, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel as it helps the channel grow. And thank you so much for sharing your beautiful energy with me. And I will see you in your next reading. Bye.